By now, I'm sure you have all heard the news that Jamal Hill is getting right back on the horse. He's getting right back in there. He is going to be fighting Khalil Rountree at UFC 303 on the same card as the notorious Conor McGregor. And he has stated that his ultimate goal is to get back in there with Alex Periera and knock him out. And my question to all of you, let me know in the comments, do you think it goes any differently the next time they fight? If they fight again? And my answer to that question is absolutely. I think Jamal Hill, if we look at his performance against Alex Periera, it looked like ring rust was a real thing. Now, that's not to say the outcome would have been any different. We don't know. Alex Periera is that good. And I've said in previous videos that I don't see a path to victory for Jamal Hill. He's not a superb grappler. He's not a superb striker. Alex Periera is now a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and has that incredible kickboxing record. So on paper, it looks like Alex Periera should win every single time. Now that being said, I do like the odds of Jamal Hill at least coming back and making it an incredibly competitive fight the second time they fight. And the reason I say that is if we look at past performances, if we look at common opponents, let's look at Glover Teixeira. Jamal Hill pieced up Glover Teixeira. Yuri Prochazka went to war with Glover Teixeira and beat him in the final minutes of the final round. So Jamal Hill's performance against Glover Teixeira was far superior to that of Yuri Prochazka. And Yuri Prochazka lasted sort of a round and a half or so against Alex Periera, whereas Jamal Hill lasted a minute. Now, things change, styles make fights. There's a lot of things and a lot of factors to consider. But I really do think that if Jamal Hill comes back at his best, it will certainly be a more competitive fight. He could even squeak out a win. Alex Periera can be knocked out. Izzy's knocked him out. Alex Periera can be taken down and held down. We've seen that on multiple occasions. But we just don't know if Jamal Hill has the skills to do it. Now, in terms of his match against Khalil Rountree, he'd better win, right? And I do think he will win. I think he's going to come back stronger. I think he's got a more dynamic way of striking and fighting, but Khalil Rountree has a lot of power in his hands. So, I mean, we don't know. I think Khalil Rountree, if I'm not mistaken, has that decent Muay Thai background. Jamal Hill, I think he's the more well-rounded and dynamic fighter. And I think he's a little bit younger. I could be wrong on that. I'd have to check. But either way, if Jamal Hill, goes out there, gets a clean win against Khalil Rountree, maybe he fights someone else. I would honestly love to see him fight Yuri Prochazka. I think Yuri's dying to get back in there, and maybe Yuri fights somebody. Maybe you do Yuri Prochazka versus I don't know if he's better yet, but Jan Blachowicz, because those two have talked about fighting a lot in the past, and there's sort of that European rivalry, Czech Republic versus Poland or something like that. You do Jamal Hill, Khalil Rountree, and then after that, either one of them could probably have a conversation about who's next for the title. Another option is that, right now, it looks like Magomed Ankalaev should be the next one to get a shot, but Dana White hates that guy, as we've talked about in the past. So it'll be interesting to see where this goes. And like I said, I would love to see Jamal Hill and Yuri Prochazka fight. So after Jamal Hill gets done with Khalil Rountree, whoever Yuri fights, they get done with that. Alex is injured. He's got to, fix his toes, apparently. So later this year, he's going to be probably fighting somebody for the title. And a lot of people are thinking that's going to be Magomed Ankalaev. And so in the meantime, you get these two guys to fight, pretty soon, in the next in the next couple months, and then maybe they fight again towards the end of the year. Hopefully, Jamal Hill and Yuri face each other, and then whoever wins that fights for the title again next. Again, that depends on a lot of different things, but that is kind of what I am hoping for. That would be the best case scenario. And who loves the light heavyweight division right now? Like, there's so many moving pieces. There's so many people that kind of at any time I feel could grab the title. I think this is the first guy. Alex Periera is the first guy to defend the light heavyweight title since John Jones vacated it like 4 years ago. So I like the fact that like anybody in that division can kind of beat anybody in that division. Anybody could be champion, really. Maybe Alex Periera is now the new king of that division. We'll wait and see. But as far as Jamal Hill is concerned, I would love to see him back in title contention. I would love to see him after he's sort of dealt with a little bit of that ring rust. You know what I mean? You know, go in there against Khalil Rountree. If you beat him handedly, maybe you fight Yuri. Maybe you get an immediate rematch. Who knows, right? But, and who knows, like I said, this may not impact the outcome in any way, shape, or form. But I do like what's going on here. And I just don't think we saw Jamal Hill at his best when he faced Alex Periera. Again, might not change anything. Alex Periera may just be that good, and I have said in the past that I don't see a path to victory against Periera for Hill. But anything can happen in this game, and there are a lot of guys in this division that, you know, anybody could beat anybody on any given day right now. That's the way it looks. So that's it for me. If you have made it this far in the video, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button and the subscribe button, it helps with the YouTube algorithm. It helps me grow the channel. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.